Hello, I have been putting out quite a few videos these past 6 months, thanks to winter and stay-at-home orders due to COVID, etc. But since the weather was nice, I thought I was going to take a bit of a break, and I think that I am going to continue to take some breaks and not put out so many videos for the next little while. I might still release a few time-lapse videos from time to time, but to make videos that are project related or even flat earth related, I think I'm going to slow down on those for a little while. In this video, I want to address a comment that was left in my last video. I released the first time-lapse video of the north-facing camera showing how everything rotates around a central point around the northern celestial pole was somehow begging some kind of question. And so what I wanted to do in this video, instead of using the app that I wrote, I thought I was going to use the Skywalk app that I have on my iPad. So what I did, I set my location up to be along the equator. You can see that I'm at a latitude of 0 degrees 0 minutes north. And if I face north, I open my eyes, I engage a few brain cells, and I pay attention to what's going on, you could see that everything rotates around a central point just off of the horizon, just like this. If I turn 90 degrees to my left, now I should be facing due west, and everything should be descending to the horizon perpendicular to my horizontal, just like this. If I rotate another 90 degrees, so now I'm facing due south, everything should be rotating clockwise around a central point that is at my horizon, just like this. And then finally, if I face due east, just like this, I should see that everything ascends directly from my horizon, perpendicular to the horizon, just like this. And I would like to take this opportunity now to talk about something that I don't really hear too many people talk about. I hear the debates going back and forth between globe earthers and flat earthers. Flat earthers say that the earth was flat, that the whole idea of a globe earth was a recent thing, and globe earthers come back and say no, the earth was known to be spherical as far back as several thousand years ago, and it was proven by people like Eratosthenes. And there is one very glaring omission in all of these discussions. We can forgive the peasants who have only known farming their entire lives, never having had any form of any kind of education, conclude that the earth might be flat because they have not spent any time thinking about or trying to analyze what they've seen. All they see is what appears to be a flat earth. They could truly say it looks flat to me and conclude that the earth was flat. They never traveled very far. They never spent any time discussing it, philosophizing, if that's a word, about the shape of the earth. So they could be forgiven to think that the earth was flat. They never had anybody tell them what the shape of the earth was, the reasons why, explanations for the observations that they could make where they were. So they could be forgiven to think that the earth was flat. But anybody who has had any form of education knew that the earth was spherical. The real point of contention for centuries, particularly between the Catholic Church and secular scholars, was not whether the earth was flat or round, but whether the earth was the center of everything or whether the earth rotated around the sun. Really, it would take keen observations, a lot of study, and a fair bit of advanced mathematics to work out the fact that the earth really does rotate around the sun, and that things just simply do not rotate around the Earth. It is very easy to forgive people hundreds of years ago to conclude that the Earth was the center of the universe and that everything rotated around the Earth. It certainly does appear like everything rotates around the Earth. It takes advanced mathematics to match the observations to conclude that the Earth rotates around the Sun. I'm going to leave this video right about here. Thank you for watching. I think that I'm going to take another break for another few weeks before I release another one. I'll probably release a few time-lapse videos. Those are near zero effort. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.